Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys a pretty efficient run for Exodus Garden 2A. Today is March 18th. If you find this video tomorrow, March 19th, after daily reset, you'll notice that the Lost Sector has been bumped up to Master. So remember, these things do rotate every 24 hours. I've seen a couple questions about that one today. This one's Legend, tomorrow it's going to be Master, and something new will be Legend, and they rotate through all the options. But today it is dropping exotic chest armor, so if you are looking for your new exotics for Season of the Chosen, this is a good place to go for them. And it's a pretty farmable one. You can do this in less than 5 minutes. I think I had it down to like 3 on a different build that I had in a previous video, so you can run this one fairly quickly, but even decent efficiency, 5 minutes is not too shabby to work on exotic drops. Your build that I've got here is going to take care of Barrier and Overload champions. You've also got Void Burn being very high. Also, solar and environmental damage is increased, so that one will hurt a little bit. But the Void damage, that's your big burn. We're going to take out this boss really, really quickly. So let's talk about loadouts. Barrier and Overload champions. You have options. I think I did this in a separate video. I've been running Sniper for Barrier. Still doing that one just because, honestly, it works really well when you need to. But overall, I just like using Sniper because we haven't had many specials for Barrier, and this is just like my favorite one. Overload, you have a couple options. Previously, I ran a bow. Ticuu's Divination, Trinity Ghoul, all great options. Running a different one today, Risk Runner, I'm going to go Submachine Gun for the Overload champions, and I'm going to have a backup. Submachine guns are a little inconsistent. You got to like fire for a while to load the bullet in. So what I like to do is you can have surge detonators. So basically an arc grenade also works to stun overload. So you can kind of have a backup between both. And it works actually fairly well. But the main reason I'm running Risk Runner is because it's a Fallen Lost Sector. Fallen, typically lots of arc damage coming in. And your perk, remember, when taking arc damage, this weapon becomes more powerful, so you do more damage, and you will resist incoming arc damage. So you hit harder and take less damage. Kills extend the charge, how long it lasts. And then the other piece is also when you get kills, you chain lightning and get ammo back. So the masterwork is really good if you don't have it. Definitely worth going for. So overall, Risk Runner is pretty solid. Finally, due to the burn, a Void rocket launcher, preferably, because the boss is fairly far away. Tracking is not required. I've just got tracking on this one, so I'm going to use it. But I've also got Bad Omens that doesn't have tracking, still would work. You might just, you know, miss a rocket or two on the boss. But I think it only took me like 3 to kill the boss, so it's really not too hard to kill the boss. Biggest thing, just make sure you add some rocket launcher reserves, so at least you start with about 8 between the champions, which there's not that many of, and then the boss, you probably, if you don't use your rockets on anything else, have enough to kill all of those. You could also do this with, like, I've got Bad Omens with Field Prep that has me like 10 rockets. You could do this with a grenade launcher as well. Void's still going to hit pretty hard, so it's not a bad option to go with. Just when it comes to the boss, it's going to be a very airborne aerial boss. Grenade launcher and airborne, probably going to have to get a little bit closer, so it might be spicier. If you are curious about damage resistance, don't forget your chest piece. Whatever energy type it is, it's going to have damage resistance for said energy type, like I'm running Void right now. I've got another one over here that I can run arc damage resistance, so it's really depending on, you know, what you want to run. But if you have like one certain piece that you want to run with, you know, at least throw damage resistance on there. It's not going to hurt. And again, don't forget about reserves, your scavengers, and ammo finder perks. And again, make sure you got your anti-barrier and overload perks on. So let's jump in, and I'll show you guys this run. Here we go. Alright, so when you jump in, first thing you're going to find is just a few shanks. They're going to go pretty quick. There's not too many of them. You're going to find your first barrier. I cannot believe I whiffed that. That's... what are you going to do? There you go. Goes pretty quick. I would push up pretty fast as soon as this wall drops. There you go. You're going to get tagged pretty early, and then you're going to start chaining all the lightning to everybody. So just keep pushing up here. You can be fairly aggressive with Risk Runner because you've got the arc damage resistance. And the chain lightning is just insanely effective at chaining the damage. And if you keep firing, you're going to keep the damage going. And the nice thing is, make sure you get a little verticality to this. Now, I would probably reload your heavy just so you're ready for the barrier. You can kind of continually fire. Once it goes into super, switch it over, break the shield, and could pretty much kill just about everything. Now, what I would do is probably turn around and be ready. Also, make sure you reload because you're going to have another champion coming. And you're going to have a lot of ads coming down this pipeline. So you're going to have this damage coming at you, so fire where you can. Apparently just stopped the servitor, this guy in his tracks. Now you can keep the damage going here, so just be careful. Stun him when you can, and then if you really want to just kill him, kill him. Got my ammo drop for my rocket, so I should be golden. Push up and keep pushing. And again, as soon as you take that arc damage, watch the guy up top. He's going to hurt. But as soon as you get Arc Conductor, you can kill him fairly quick. Or just start chaining damage to everybody. And the more you continually kill enemies, that Arc Conductor, somebody fire. As soon as they hit you, then you can just start chaining. It's insanely effective at times, like to a point where I think it's a little broken. But I'll take it. Now, depending on who he's near, he definitely can go a bit crazy. And if you get a little overrun, just back up. Not a big deal. Kind of an example where some of the guys are getting a little aggressive. And then as soon as you get that Arc Conductor, the guys tend to push far enough to get out of range and then hopefully get killed. And then you're able to continue to fire. Watch up top. You'll have a few ads. Chain Lightning will continue. Watch the barrier server. He's still going to be annoying, as I'll get out. And then once the lightning is going, you really can pump out a lot of damage. So just be ready. And then if you can, even if you die going for this one, just do it. Watch. That Servitor's going to die. I might have Arc Conductor active. Still going to have an ad or two up here. The solar guys hurt. These little, like, elite dregs are kind of painful. And then again, as soon as you're ready, you can start the chain damage going. These guys are solar, so they're not helping as much. But again, once you get that Overload Captain going, keep him working. Keep the Overload damage rocking. And then just keep firing. Arc damage resistance is going to help against him. You can stun him again. You can almost just sit here and just kill him. This is that time where if you need that backup grenade, you can use it. It's going to kill him pretty quick. And then we can go ahead and nuke this guy back here. Now, once he's down, only thing you got to do is kill the boss. So find the boss, hit him with a rocket, hide. Going to kill him pretty fast. Might happen in 2. And that's a dead boss. If you push up, you know, kill the ads that are coming at you. Watch the few dregs. They're not too difficult. Watch for that final servitor. If it just wants to kill you, it's going to be a little annoying. Being really aggressive. I'm just showing you guys what that looks like, and everything should be dead. Got some cores and a crap ton of ammo. Should still be a platinum kill. You're going to have a lot of guys that pop out of here in the back, so watch out for those. And rinse and repeat. I'll do it one more time, see if I get a good drop, and we'll wrap this thing up. And let's see, 4 minutes, 29 seconds. Hey, there we go. We got an exotic. So, yeah, pretty consistently doing this thing under 5 minutes. So, hopefully this helps you guys out. Fun to just nuke those guys in the end. All right, let's get back to orbit. I just wanted proof that exotics were dropping. And we'll wrap this thing up. But yeah, that does pretty much wrap it up. So Risk Runner, a pretty powerful tool in this one. I think I got one down to like 330, 430, 420. Yes, there's that. But there's a lot of arc coming at you, and Risk Runner can be very powerful. So pair that with an arc subclass. You got your arc grenade for backup for the overload champions. Some type of void heavy is really going to be beneficial because, again, I take the boss out in literally 2 shots with this thing, so it's quite powerful. And then a sniper for those few barrier shots, and you are good to go. So hopefully this guide helps you guys out. If it does, drop a like below. Leave a comment if you have thoughts, opinions. If you guys have a build that you like using, I've done a couple other ones. Let me know down below. Always curious to hear those. If you also do get a exotic that you're going for, let me know in the comments. Love to see you guys get some success out of this. 5-minute farm, not too shabby at all. If you guys are new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, please hit that subscribe button and the alert bell. You guys will get new videos coming to you along with when I go live on YouTube to stream. You guys can find me on Twitter, and I do also stream over on Twitch, and we've actually got the Last Word podcast. It's a kind of a Destiny looter shooter podcast we're doing, and this week it is on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Should be a good show, so hopefully you guys will join me over there on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Ebontis. Have a good one. I'll see you guys soon.